Hey guys, what's up? This is the normal voice you're used to, but I'm gonna show you my Madolche Puppy Monster deck. Pretty gay name, I know. Don't judge me. Alright, 3 Mew Waffles. Basic to any Madolche deck. Basically, you normal summon this, you can special summon a level 1 through 4 Madolche. And usually what you want to go into is this right here. Gelato. Basically, when this card is special summoned, when there's a Madolche Beast on the field, you get to search out a spell or trap. And that is great because you can search out Chateau, or Ticket, or Lesson, or Palooza. Just anything you really need. Next card. 2 Madolche Marble Maids. A lot of people don't like this card, but I love it personally because it's just, if you have all your Chateaus in the graveyard, or if you have all your Tickets in the graveyard, and you have no way of getting, freaking Queen out, it just saves your life. And plus, it's a 2,000 defense, and when it get flip face up with Chateau on the field, automatically 25 defense. That's great. Plus, you get to search out, when it's flipped, you get to add 1 back from your graveyard. Next card, Hoot Cake. It's the best card in this deck.
Everyone, get rid of this card. This card's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it really runs this deck really well. Basically, what you do with it is that once per turn, you can banish a monster in your graveyard, and you get to special summon another. And basically, what I usually do is I go out into this if it's in my deck, and I get a spell or trap. Usually, at this point, I have Chateau up, so I can get a Ticket if I wanted. Just basics. Next monster. Croissant. The Puppy Monster. Running 2 of those. Basically, what I use with this card is, and try and, get this bad boy out. This card's great, underused. I only run 1, actually, but, I find it very awesome, honestly. Basically, what it does is that if you have a Madolche in graveyard and another monster, you can activate it. And you get to add both those monsters back into your deck, and every Madolche on the field gains 800. So basically, I send something back to hand with Chateau up, I'm at 23. Use this card, I get up to 3,100. That is a monster, just 1 turn. And it's awesome.
Wait. Without Chateau, it's at 2,100 with Lesson?
29.
29
Still
with
pretty
Chateau?
good.
With
29
Chateau.
with Lesson.
Okay.
Without Chateau.
Okay.
Alright. Next card. And Madolche and Jelly. The newest card of this format, it's going to be a monster. Basically what you do is you normal summon it, you're able to tribute it immediately and special summon another monster. Basically what my plans for it is I'm going to normal summon it, tribute it immediately, go out into a Hoot Cake, banish it, get Gelato so that it doesn't get shuffled back into my deck, it gets shuffled back into my hand. Or it gets into my hand at the end turn. Because basically, if you don't have Chateau up, the card that you summon to the field will go back to your deck and get shuffled in. And you don't want that. That's not good. Next, I'm thinking about bumping this up to 2. People are probably going to hate me that I'm only running 1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But only 1. Magdalene. Great card.
Tell me.
What it does is, when you normal summon it, or it's flip summoned, you get to search out Madolche, add it to hand. It's a good card, just expensive, and I search out a lot already. It works without it, just would work better with it.
I've never heard someone say that as an excuse why she can't run it.
2 Giant Rats. This is basically the Pyramid Turtle for Earth types. Basically, what I do with this card is I go into Hoot Cake. I normal summon this, crash it, get it in the graveyard, special summon Hoot Cake, banish it, banish Giant Rat to get Hoot Cake effect. And from there, normal combos. Next card, 2 Debris Dragon. Okay, basically it's so I can get into Black Rose and Ancient Fairy, which run just fantastic in this deck. Last 2 monsters, Mimics. They're just the text of the deck, pretty much. Basically what they do is, if there's a level 3 on your field, and your opponent controls a card, you can special summon it. So say you have a monster on the field, I have none. Normal, special. Go into a 3.
It's a monster
Invoker. It's a good card. It could not be run and still have a good Madolche deck. It just, I don't know, you might want to switch it out for Guardian Autos which basically is if you don't have any monsters in the graveyard, you can special summon it. It's only good at the beginning of the game.
Well, no, I mean, if you use Chateau late game, you can go Chateau...
That's true, but...
Well, yeah, but it won't work if you have, like... But that's what Who Cake's for. Not
Yeah.
think about it.
Anyways, now on to the spells. 3 Chateaus, obviously. Best card in this deck, in my opinion. Instead of your monsters even getting sent to the graveyard, they go back to your hand. Instead of getting sent back to the deck, they go back to your hand. Anything... It even works with Madolche Queen. Like, if you target them too, they go back to your hand. Because instead of getting sent to the deck, they go back to hand. Next card that runs great with this is 2 Tickets. No more, no less. Ticket's a great card, but without Chateau, it's kind of useless in my opinion. Well, not completely useless if you have Crepson on the field. But, you know, basically what that does is when a Madolche monster is added back to your hand, you get to search out a Madolche, add it to your hand, and if you have Queen on the field, you get to special summon what you just added to your hand. Great card, great card. Next, 2 Swords. The reason why I'm running 2 Swords is because if you can't get a playoff with Madolches in 1 turn, by God, you can get it off in 2. That's all I have to say.
What about 3?
2 MSTs because you don't have very much back row support or back row killing stuff.
What do you have back row? Like
MST and Dark Bribes.
Well, I mean, you can use what's her name, Magdalene, Queen Tamaratsu. My bad.
Yeah, Tamaratsu as well, but. Alright, and then Book of Moon, Dark Hole. Those are all your spells. I think there's about 10 of those.
Generic spells.
Yeah, generic, other than the Madolches. Alright, next.
You should run Landsign, think about it.
I don't know. Anyways, the 2 Madolche spells I run. Lesson, I already told you about that one. And Palooza. Palooza's a great card. I'm actually looking for a second one to add in here. But right now it's only at 1. It's a good card. Okay, basically what it does is that you flip it and you special summon all Madolches in your hand. Late game, this thing is a boss. Because they're going to OTK you? No. All my cards filled up. No. And I get effects for Madolche, for all the Madolches. Yeah, Mesh and Gelato mainly. And it's just an awesome card. So basically, yeah, and with Chateau, I believe they all go back to your hand. Because it's returned to your deck by a Madolche card effect. So, good card, good card, good card. 2 Dark Bribes, a Mirror Force, Torrential, Bottomless, Compulse, and a Fiendish Chain. All just really common traps. You know.
Yeah, don't you run 2 Dark Bribes?
Yeah, 2 Dark Bribes. Honestly, if I were going to take one out for another Palooza, I'd probably either take out Lesson or not Torrential, sorry. A Dark Bribe.
Yeah, Dark Bribe would probably be the only trap you would
substitute.
Yeah. Or if anything, take out a Mimic.
Anyways, on to the extra deck. Alright, I'm looking for a second Leviar. Great with Hoot Cake. Basically, say I don't want to banish Messenger Gelato in the graveyard. Okay. I banish it anyways, go into Leviar, get it back out. It goes back to my hand next turn. Leviathan. So I can get actual monsters in the grave to activate effects such as such as Lesson and Who Cake. Good card for it. Okay. Right now, I'm just going to tell you, don't shit your pants. Number 101. Silent Honor Arc. This kid who's holding the camera pulled this the other day, and he literally called me up during work and was like, oh my fucking god. He was flipping shit. If you don't know what it is, it's basically Big Eye, but with 2 level 4s. It's awesome.
And it becomes its material.
Yeah.
It's busted.
It's busted as hell. Alright. Geiger Cowboy, just for those finishing moves. And the obvious 3 Queen Tamaratsus.
My most hated card.
This card is a bitch. Any Madolche deck with this card is busted. Any Madolche deck with this card is busted. That's all I have to say. Basically what it does is that if I have a Madolche card in the grave, I can target it, add it back to deck, but with Chateau goes back to hand. And, you know, pop 2 cards on their field and send them back to deck and they shuffle. It's a great card. And then my 2 Synchros. Black Rose and Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon helps just keep the combos going and free black hole. It's great. Anyways, Oh, I also want to run a Star Eater, but I don't know how it would work.
And then Invoker, we still need Invoker.
Oh yeah, we also need an Invoker. Because with Invoker, this deck is busted as hell. If anybody's looking for trades, send us a message over YouTube, you know.
We want Invoker.
Pretty bad.
We do.
Pretty fucking bad. Anyways, that's the deck. Hope you guys like it.
Puppy Monster?
Puppy Monster. Puppy Monster.
See y'all later.
Alright, I'm getting the Puppy Monster. Yeah.